Shumway with the Auburndale Group. Today, I want to talk to you about negotiation and how to win the offer. This is a skill that I have developed over time. It's not something that you learn immediately, but I can tell you that with some time and effort, you can learn how to best negotiate a deal to make sure that an offer is a win-win for both the buyer and the seller. So, a few things first. While I do believe in the rule, you don't get it if you don't ask, as investors, we all know that you make your money when you buy, but also realize that you need to be able to present an offer that's at least going to get the sellers and the listing agent to at least entertain communicating with you and begin that tango and that dance, if you know what I mean. So, the very first thing that I always recommend whenever you're interested in a property is have your real estate agent talk to the seller, aka me. So what I always do is I always, before presenting an offer to the seller, is I call up the listing agent and I talk to them about what are the seller's motivations. I'm not asking them to break any fiduciary trust or anything like that, but to what extent the seller has agreed to let the listing agent divulge, I do ask, what is the seller's goals? What motivates them? What are they trying to achieve? Or what things are the most, interesting or appealing to them? So do they need the absolute highest offer possible? Do they need a really quick closing time? Are they trying to move very quickly and they need their house to sell? Or do they need to be able to find a place to live and they need that closing time extended so that they're able to get, all of what they need to in order? So I highly recommend that you talk to the listing agent to decide and determine what is it that the seller needs. Because if you can determine that, then you can make it a win-win for both parties. And really that's what you ultimately want to do. And also to make sure that, all parties walk out successful. Let's see, next is if it's a foreclosure, it's a little bit different. So bank, generally, they obviously want their money back. So they want, generally they're going to want the highest price offer, and then obviously they want it to close so they can get out of their hair. So in order to win those offers, generally I tell my clients that we need to come with the strongest priced offer and then a quick close, especially if it's a multi-deal or multiple offer situation. If you're trying to make it, appealing, the cash offer is a great thing to do. If you're able to do that with a cash offer, there's no financing contingencies. So if you're able to limit or reduce the number of financial contingency, or not even financing contingencies, but if you're able to reduce the number of contingencies that you have on a deal, that inherently makes it a stronger offer because there's less ways that the offer and the deal is going to fall through, and the seller is therefore going to have more confidence that this transaction is in fact going to close and make it to the closing table. If it is a multiple offer situation, you can do an escalation clause if the investor, the buyer, is agreeable to doing so. And so basically what you can do is you can say that you're willing to offer, say, $180,000, but if somebody else brings an offer for, more than that, you can say that you are willing to do an escalation clause to increase your offer price by, say, $500 or $1,000 up to a certain amount, but always having that contingency that you want to be able to see the other offer to make sure that they can in fact show that they did get a higher offer. That way, you know that you're not being taken advantage of, just to kind of, cover your bases. So basically, those are the biggest things that I would say. Make sure that you know what the seller's motivations are and try to find a way that you can make it work for both parties. Obviously, if you are the buyer or you are an agent that is representing your buyer, you obviously, have fiduciary duties to them and you want to make sure that they get what's most valuable to them. But really and truly, the art of winning an offer is finding out what exactly is the seller hoping for or looking for and trying to best bring that to the table and make it a win-win for both parties. And if you can do that, you'll be successful. So take that and apply it and see how you do, and maybe you can win a few more offers. Once again, I'm Gina Shumway with the Auburndale Group. I'm on Instagram. The Auburndale Group also has a Facebook page, and if you like the content that I had today, like and subscribe our page. We have a video at least once a week, and we hope to see you in the future. Bye. Let's do this.